Okay. So our group is group Empire, and we decided to work on the transportation problem. So we initially explored the data set that was provided. And upon our initial analysis, we realized that there are some inefficiencies in the transportation lines. So we decided to come up with an idea that will help the transport operators to optimize the routes that will be assigned to the vehicles. So we initially assumed that all these vehicles that operate along the Accra networks are under these transportation agencies. So we initially raised several questions that motivated us to. So I will quickly move ahead with the app presentation to demonstrate what we came up with. Okay, so to solve the problem, we came up with a website that will enable the transport operators to optimize the route that will be assigned to vehicles. So our two main target groups were the route users and then the transport agencies. So with the route users, what they will do is that once they access the home page, they should be able to input in their destination, their origin and the destination, so that the app will be able to tell them the best available route they should choose, or the nearest terminal point they should go for their transportation. So this link will take you to, okay, I think there's a small error. Let me change this one too. Yeah. Okay, so this link will take you to the number of terminals that are currently operating in Accra. And then when you click on the stops, it will show you the stops that are also along the route. Okay. And for the transport user, this is the home page. So we have a place to input in the source. So let's say you're moving from Dakuma to Adenta. Then you'll be able to find your best route. But due to time constraint, we couldn't integrate the time that the best routes was not able to be displayed due to time constraint. So another feature we added here is that the traveler can be able to see his or her current location. So when you click here, you'll also be able to get your current location. And then the section for the agencies, where they'll be able to optimize the route for the vehicles, is also found here. So here there is an option for them to upload a CSV file. And one example of a CSV file is this, which contains only the vehicle numbers. It contains only the vehicle numbers, the sales. So the sales here is about the sales that they make on daily basis. And then also they also input in the preferred route. So if they are moving throughout the day, they will be applying on the Abeka market station to Kaneshi, then they will input that. So if they also be applying on several routes, then they can also input them. But in this case, they have to be separated by comma. Okay, so let's upload it and see what happens here. Okay, so once it's successfully uploaded, you can see the vehicle number, the sales, the route choice, the capacity of the vehicle. So with this capacity, since the vehicles have been already stored into the database, we only have to extract it directly from the database without allowing the user to specify it by themselves. And then also, once we have this information, the route information, then we can extract all the necessary information we need from it to be able to predict the number of demands that will be expected on the routes that was chosen. And then also, we also predict the total travel time that will be expected on the chosen route. But here, I think there's a small issue with the JavaScript, so that will be fixed later on. Okay, so once we have this information, then we can also go ahead and then optimize the route. So once the route is optimized, then you should be able to display all the optimized routes, and that will be our next step. So to be able to let you know, or to let you know how the travel time was predicted, I'll add, I'll open another page and then directly access the endpoint for the travel time prediction. Okay, so if you go to the endpoint for all the routes, you can see them here. So to predict one particular route, what we need to do is to just pick an ID for that particular route.
Please zoom into the screen.
Come again, Andrew.
Zoom into the screen, your screen.
Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. So we take the ID of a particular route, and then we go to the prediction endpoint. So we can also specify the date. So the only two things we need here is the route's ID and then also the day name, either Monday or Tuesday or Sunday. So let's change this one to Saturday. Okay, so we get the results for the prediction, the travel time prediction over here. Let's try another one. Okay, so here we just change the ID and then change the day to maybe Monday and then predict. Okay, so we also have a different prediction. Okay, so that's the end.